Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Female Dwarf Noble Rogue, episode 52. Here we are in Fort Drakon. Let's get on with it.
Oh, trying to be tricky, are we?
No, you
Okay, 7.
mad. I tried to be kind to grandmother.
Nice. Got that guy down fairly quickly.
And so I shall.
Alright, there's all of our stuff. I guess we'll explore a little bit. Don't see anything down here. What's in here? Oh, it's just another cell. I didn't see that. Okay, I get it now.
Who in untrusted you? Hey! Yes.
Okay, doing good. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. Regulars Armory. What's in the armory? It says there are some guard uniforms here. Put on the uniforms or leave. You can put on the uniforms and sneak out, I think, but I'd rather brute force my way out. It's more fun. Alright, let's take another look here. It looks like going north is the way out, so I want to explore first.
I should have been made a corporal.
Prisoner on the loose. Someone help!
Just exploring. It's been a while since I've done this part. Haven't played this game in a long time. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so this is storage, and this is the Colonel's office. So let's go into storage first, I guess.
And so I shall.
We've got an intruder. We've got an intruder.
A couple of guards here.
Well, if I must. Well, all right. Of course. And so I shall.
Alright. Before we barge into the Colonel's office, maybe we should quick save, just in case. Okay.
Trust. Intruder in the fort! To arms!
Oh, chopped his head off.
Another point.
Okay.
As you desire.
Don't know if there's anything else in here. And now we go north. Let's quick save. before we burst through the door there. Take a look at the map. Main hall. Alright.
Prisoner on the loose!
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Lovely.
Oh, come on. It was just about behind him. Alistair knocks him down and makes it more difficult for me to get behind him. Oh, okay, well.
What a shame.
Yeah, what a shame. He's complaining for nothing. Took him down in like one hit. Alright, what's next? Uh-oh.
Well, all
What
right.
in the
Oh, it's the lovely sergeant.
name of Andraste's sanctified girdle is going on here? Hey, we've got a prisoner loose.
What in the name of Andraste's sanctified girdle? It's funny. Oh, I'm stunned. Oh, chopped his head off.
Well, all right.
Okay, we got 2 more bombing arrows on us.
As you desire.
Okay. Alright. See any loot anywhere? I don't see anything. Any chests up there on top of the ballistas? Ballistai? Is it ballistas or I think it's, you know, like octopuses or octopi. I think it's ballistai. What do we got here? Chapel and the captain's office. Let's quick save. And I don't want to go into the... I think if you go into the chapel, it scares Sister Augustine, and she alerts the guards.
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here? Guards!
There's the guard captain.
And so I shall.
Yes!
Okay.
Of course.
We'll just leave Sister Augustine alone for now. And then what do we got? A waiting room and the exit. Oh hey, look at that. Morgan and Liliana came to rescue us.
The prisoner is escaping!
As you desire. Lovely.
Are you alright? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. How well.
That was kind of a weird shot. She ran and you only got to see the back of her head. What's in here? Like a guard bunkhouse or something.
And so I shall.
Barracks, I suppose. That's the exit. This is the waiting room. And I guess before we leave, we'll just go back and check on Sister Augustine real quick, I suppose.
Lady Andraste, bride, make us, save us, we're under attack!
Bye-bye, sister. Okay, I think that's it. I think we have escaped. Let's quick save here. And move out. Alright, what do we got? Run down back street, dark alley, ransom location, deserted building, pearl. I guess Do we go back to the Arleman's estate? Let's go back to the... Hang on, I got an idea. That's in the alienage. Oh. I have a few things to turn in here. Missing in action. The sextant is in the alienage. Crime wave. Can't do that yet. Rescue the queen. We got to talk to Arleman and Honora for that. The tortured noble. Okay. You're now in Fort Drakon. Okay. Alienage. Alright, here's what we need to do. We'll go to the market district because we have a few quests to turn in before we hit Arleman's estate. Alright, let's look here. We have one to turn in at the Chantry board.
And never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this
just
world
making
or
sure.
Beyond. I was getting to that part.
Don't have any to hand in for that guy. Do you have any to... Is Slim Cauldry here? I didn't see him. Nope, he's not back yet. He does come back though. We got one more quest for him a little later. Do we need to unload some
Be careful
inventory?
with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
You're back. You need something?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I just need to unload some inventory. That's just want to clean out my inventory real quick. Because I don't think I'm going to head back to camp. At least not right now. Do get another chance to talk to Bodon and Sandal here in a little while. So I do need to drop some stuff off for them, and I do need to go to camp. I do, just not right now. Once we get closer to the end of the game. We're getting pretty close. And I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm not exactly sure which ending I'm going to choose. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. I guess I'll just kind of have to wing it, get a feel for it, and decide what I want to do when the time comes. Cross that bridge when we come to it, kind of thing. Master Assassin's armor. I think Arl Howe was wearing that, and we got to take it from him. Yeah, I gotta turn in these runes. And, oh hey, another gift for Zevran. Emerald, Sapphire, Topaz, Malachite. Sell the garnet and the quartz and greenstone. Terran Logain's crown. Wow, that sold for a lot. Wolf pelts. Okay, that's it. Now let's quick save and go into the tavern. Got a couple of quests to hand in here. This guy.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
Yes. I would leave no man to suffer at Arl How's hands.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
Yes. All I want is for you to speak out against Logain.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Nice. What else we got here? This girl.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely he doesn't expect us to believe Honora unfit to rule, with her father to advise her.
I wonder that myself. His timing is unfortunate. South Reach is overrun. I've little time to devote to politics at present.
Overrun? Has the blight truly spread so far?
Most of my freeholders have fled to Redcliffe and Lothering, but I doubt they'll be safe there for long.
Maker's breath. Bryland, I had no idea.
Be careful how loudly you speak of it. Wolf lost both his boys to Darkspawn, trying to evacuate West Hills.
Lady Andraste, pray for us.
Are y'all done?
May I help you?
Yes. I was asked to give this to you. Give her the ring.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
He needs your help.
He's alive, then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it.
He's in the dungeon of the Arl of Denerim's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life.
Cool deal. Alright, now what else we got? The Landsmeet. Blackstone Irregulars. I think these two are both in the Alienage. Yes. And then Denerim we have... This is in the Alienage. This is after. We gotta go talk to Arl Eamon about rescuing Honora. The Mages Collective, there's one in the Alienage. Okay, all we have left is to go talk to Arl Eamon and Honora. So let's do that. Turn this back on so I can run fast. I walked past Gorham there and I thought, oh yeah, he's got a backpack, but no, I got 125 inventory slots already. That's as big as it gets, unless you cheat. Alright, let's go in here. Okay, so here we are at Arl Eamon's estate. Getting pretty close to the end, folks. Pretty close. Let's just grab a quick save here. And go on in.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
It's good to see you're all right, Honora.
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Wow. Can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
I agree. But I guess I'm gonna say... And just how are you stronger?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Okay.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Loghain's the only trouble I care about.
Loghain is the problem at hand, yes. We need to do all we can to erode his support before we call the Landsmeet.
I agree. What do you think he's doing in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
Alright, well, I've got work to do.
Of course. If I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Okay. Let's quick save. Okay, so what do we got going on here? I don't think Alistair has anything to say at this point. Does Riordan have anything to say? He's a rogue, just like Duncan. He's got the rogue gear on, but also, like Duncan, he likes to wield the long sword in his main hand and the short sword in his offhand. I prefer the two short swords myself, but...
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Drakon.
Yeah. Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The wardens there, they fight darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
Interesting. How many wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Huh. Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
Interesting. How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Well, I guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Okay, then. Got everything in here already. I guess I'm gonna go talk to Anora real quick. Here she is. Is there anything else in this room? Erlina.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Alright, let's talk to Anora.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Okay, let's see. Why should I support you? Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I think I would need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. You'll have my support in the Landsmeet.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless?
No.
But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Right. Did you love Kalen?
It seems a strange word to describe a marriage our parents arranged when he was newly born and I still in swaddling clothes, but yes, I loved him. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
I hear ya. Why did Loghain leave Kalen to die, do you know?
Kalen was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kalen would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kalen dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
We should tell the people what really happened to Kalen.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Loghain is the hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the Landsmeet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
Yeah, you know what? You've convinced me. I think you're right.
Ask me whatever you like.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Why won't he back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
I hear ya. Do you plan on overthrowing Kalen before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kalen was already dead.
That's sad.
I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kalen was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Well, I have another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the Landsmeet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of GWoF when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Alright. I think I'm going to talk to Alistair now. I don't know if he has anything to say or not, but let's see.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
Good, because I've agreed to support her in the Landsmeet.
You have? I'm relieved, actually. The Landsmeet may not listen to you, and Al Eamon would go right back into a coma if you told him. But me? I'm relieved. I guess all we need to do is stop her father from taking the throne first, right?
Can't rule if he's dead.
I heard that.
Okay. What is next? Whoops, why do I keep going into this room? I always think that room is the exit. It's this way. Then we'll run down here and grab a quick save. Let's take a look at the quest log. Mage Collective, that's in the Alienage. The Sextant's in the Alienage. Crime Wave, you can only do that when Slim Cauldry comes back. Unrest in the Alienage is in the Alienage. Blackstone at Regulars. This guy is in the Alienage. This guy is in the Alienage. And then you got the Landsmeet. Okay. Well, you know what? It sounds like we're going to the Alienage and perhaps doing one more crime for Slim Cauldry. So I think I'm gonna wind this episode down right here. So in that case, we need to grab a hard save. Alright, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, folks.